In this Premiere Pro tutorial, we're going to look at using the Replace Edit, and we're going to use that to retime this footage to the audio. I've got a sun rising and a drop of liquid, but they don't really time out to the music the way I'd like, so we're going to use the Replace Edit to fix that. So let's just watch it first to see what the issue is. Okay, so the timing's off, so we're going to fix that. First of all, we need to change our shortcuts. I'm using the Final Cut Pro shortcut, so go up to Premiere Pro, keyboard shortcuts. You want to pick Final Cut Pro, so you're using the same shortcuts as me. I'm going to say OK. Okay. So I'm going to find the music for the first part where I want the sun to rise on. And I'm going to use this where the girl says alright. You could use JKNL to find this. You could use your left and right arrows, or you could drag the CTI or playhead, whatever you find easier. So I'm going to select the audio clip and hit M. That's going to put a marker down just so I can see it. And then I'm going to select the video footage in the timeline and hit F. And that match frames the footage from the timeline up into the source, so it goes and finds the footage from the browser and loads it into the source. You can see we have ins and outs up here. We don't need these. I'm going to hit Option X, and I'm going to move the playhead or the CTI to where the sun is rising. So how the Replace Edit works, it's going to match the CTI in the source to the CTI down here in the timeline. And it doesn't worry about what's before or after, it just kind of falls where it will. So you don't need ins and outs in the source, it would ignore them. So select your footage down in the timeline, right click on it, go to Replace with Clip, and you want to pick from Source Monitor Match Frame. And it's going to make this frame with the playhead and the source match the sound. So let's listen and see what happens. Okay, that worked. So let's go to where the magic zing sound is. That's where we want our audio drop to hit. Select the audio, hit M. To drag your CTI to a marker, hold down Shift when you drag, and it will snap. So select the video footage in your timeline, hit F, that match frames it again, it loads that footage into the source. Hit Option X to clear in and out. Let's find where drop hits. Right click on the footage in the timeline, say Replace with Clip, from Source Monitor Match Frame. Okay? Okay, that worked. So that's the Replace Edit. What we'd like to do also though is apply a shortcut so we don't always have to right click and come and pick this. So we're going to go up to Premiere Pro, keyboard shortcuts. I'm going to type in match. That brings up from Source Monitor Match Frame. Click it, hit Edit, type in Control R. This makes it a custom keyboard layout. You could now save as and give it a name if you wanted to. I'm just going to say OK. So if we go and do this again now, put the playhead in the timeline, put the playhead where we want in the source, hit Control R, and make sure that the clip is selected in the timeline. And then that will work. So that is the Replace Edit.